it is stated that NLC has gone on a nationwide industrial strike. Do you think that the reasons why NLC went on this particular industrial strike in solidarity with the NLC president against the unfairness and the unfair treatment of their national president, do you think this industrial action is justified, bearing in mind all the parameters and all the elements at play and the potential discomfort and the potential, reduction of economic activities? Do you think this action is justified, and why, Mr. Jide? I think we have barely 5 minutes to wrap up.
For me, Shagun, the labor unions in Nigeria are overreaching themselves. And President Tinubu needs to call them to size. Look, if you or I are to be molested by the Nigerian police or thugs, are we going to call out our station colleagues to go on indefinite strike on our behalf? They have the identity of those who molested Joe Ajero. Let them sue them. Let them sue the police in Imo. Let them sue those individuals. I've had them mention Chinaza. I've had them mention identities of those who they believe molested Joe Ajero. The court is there to do substantial justice. You cannot hold the entire country to ransom.
To quickly add to that,
one individual was molested.
Okay, Mr. Jide, while you continue, to quickly add to that, in the communique that was released officially, all those things were mentioned that the Imo State government should provide those people so that they will be prosecuted, or the necessary, institution that's involved in the discipline should meet disciplines to them. The statements were clear in the documents. I don't think it is the organized labor that should be looking for such persons. And they also demanded that everything they've demanded from the incumbent governor, that he has failed to visit or to try to, get, into the lives of the average worker in Imo. All those demands should also be met.
I am saying, Shagun, what NLC has done is indefensible, is illegal, is illegitimate, is anti-people. You cannot say your president, because your president was molested, even if it's a governor of a state that was molested, he has no right to call out the entire workforce in the state to go on solidarity strike with him. How much more labor unions? You cannot say because your leadership, one person in your leadership was molested. I sympathize with Joe Ajero. I sympathize with him. But he cannot use that power of a labor union leader to now put the entire country in pains. And do you know what it means to go on nationwide strike? They will take light, the banks will not work, flights will not work. Do you know what the implication is? If it were to be a society of sane people that we see elsewhere, do you know how much litigations that those corporations will face if it were to be in US, that you call out workers to go on nationwide strike because your leader was molested? It's like killing a ant with sledgehammer. If they want to get redress for Joe Ajero, let them file a suit in court and let the court subpoena those people who have been fingered, whether they are policemen, whether they are individuals, thugs, or whatever. The court has power to subpoena them and ask them to come before the court to come and say what they know about the assault of the NLC president. But the NLC never went to the court. They choose not to go to court. They now invoke the powers of unionism. Is every worker in Nigeria a unionist? Is every corporation in Nigeria under the labor unions? Why would they make the entire country to suffer because of activity of one individual who is governor of a state? And let me say this, what the NLC did also entered the candidate of Labour Party in Imo State, because people start saying, oh, because your president was beaten, you now throw us into darkness, you now stop flight from coming to Imo, then you are anti people, and that in itself
No,
worked
this
against the interest
but
of the
this
Labour
is
Party
just
candidate in Imo
this is
State.
just one of the theories, Mr. Jide, because there are so many. A lot of people have also said that that action even spurred the election to become more competitive, were it not for the fact that there were sharp election malpractices, and because there's so much issues concerning our electoral process, we never may be able to truly have the correct data of the response of the electorates. But I want to beg you, Mr. Jide, as exciting as my conversation is always with you, we may not have enough time to continue on the show. I want to thank you so much for being a part of this particular one. We hope that anytime we call you, you will have enough time to come and join us again, Mr. Jide. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Do have a great day. Stay safe and stay blessed.
Thank you very much.